It's Jasmine, a professional rich kid and full-time princess. My obscenely rich parents spent years praying for a child, so when I finally came along, I was basically given everything I ever wanted. Cars? Got him. Trips? Done. Private concerts? You name it. Unfortunately, my parents' gift always came with a side of public announcement to the whole world.
We're giving our miracle baby Jasmine her 8th car for her sweet 16. That's one every 2 years.
Jeez, Dad, I think everyone knows that already. And we also bought this diamond-studded dress for our baby Jasmine, because she's our star. Oh, look at all these diamonds. I hated the attention, but my parents lived for it. And soon enough, their wealth broadcast show brought home troubles. I started getting DMs constantly from people I didn't even know. It freaked me out when some of them recognized which school I went to. My parents' reaction was even worse. Their faces literally went pale when I told them. Then people began slipping notes into my locker, sending me letters to drawings. How did they even find out which locker was mine? Of course, I was uncomfortable. But my parents? Yeah, they couldn't stand still anymore. They went into full panic mode and sent in bodyguards.
Step back, Miss Ring. We've got a situation. I repeat, locker compromised. Over.
From that day onward, I was under surveillance at all times. I became the school freak, the rich girl with a matrix agents hovering behind her 24/7. It was getting suffocating. So I figured, if I could prove I could protect myself, maybe my parents would tell the guards to back off. I began taking up self-defense classes. And with a burning determination, I trained hard and quickly got my black belt. Freedom was now in my hands. Or so I thought. I did it, Dad! Black belt, baby! Can we lose the bodyguards now?
No can do, sweetie. Get your gym bag.
Turns out, not even a black belt could change my parents' minds. Before this, art was all I thought about. And as much as I loved art, how was my creativity supposed to flow if I had no freedom? Ugh! This is crazy! I needed quiet and peace for myself, but my parents just couldn't seem to understand that. Their lifestyle had always been loud and flashy. So I tried telling my parents that we should lay low for a while, that all this overprotection was ruining my daily life. But without the guards, how can we be sure that you're safe? I have a black belt, Mom. I can take care of myself.
We're not taking any risks. The more security, the better.
But what about my freedom, my friends, my hobbies, my art?
Those can wait. Safety first.
Nothing was getting through to them. Just like that, my social life was slipping away completely. At school, everyone knew to avoid me. So sure, although I was never alone, it always felt so lonely. Whenever someone tried to reach out, I was eager to accept their company right away. Hey, your lunch seems a little lonely. Well, that tends to happen when eating alone. Mind if I join you? Please do. Just then, my bodyguards dived at her and began to search her like a criminal. What on earth? Let her go!
Routine check for weapons, ma'am.
She brought juice, not a grenade. I immediately apologized to her. At this point, the whole cafeteria was staring at us. Rita, though obviously rattled, tried to play it cool. Here, I got this for you. Thank you. Suddenly, another bodyguard grabbed it and took a long sip. My jaw practically dropped to the floor. Are you serious right now?
Routine check for poison, ma'am.
Yeah, I'm out. Another shot at friendship gone with the wind. Everyone laughed while my bodyguards stood like statues. I felt so humiliated. That's when I knew I needed to have a serious talk with my parents. I'm done living like this. Either the guards go, or I do.
To where exactly?
Uncle Theo's. Dad froze at the mention of Uncle Theo. Something about Uncle Theo borrowing his favorite sneakers in 1998 and never returning them, and they hadn't spoken since. Silly, I know. But that's also exactly why he wouldn't be able to follow me if I moved in with Uncle Theo.
You're kidding, right?
If I wake up to even one bodyguard around me, we will find out. For once, he realized how serious I was. The next day, all the bodyguards were gone. I kept looking around, thinking they were hiding somewhere, but they weren't. What a miracle! With them gone, I thought I could finally make friends, but the damage was already done. Nobody wanted to be my friend anymore. Fine then. New plan. I'd be the cold, mysterious girl until graduation. Ugh. Yeah, that plan lasted for like 2 minutes. Until Jason, a transfer student, tall and Greek god-level handsome, came along. Everyone stared at him, me included.
Hey, mind moving? You're in front of my locker.
I stepped aside, flustered. Sorry. My loneliness wanted me to befriend him, but I was hesitant. afraid he'd avoid me when he found out my reputation of having a whole army following me to protect. But to my surprise, Jason was unfazed and even approached me first. FYI, the last person who sat with me ran off terrified.
Yeah, I heard. Something about a barrier of big, scary bodyguards?
Exactly. So you should be running.
Bodyguards don't scare me. I'm tall, and I watch a lot of Jackie Chan.
Sure. Be my guest then. For the first time in forever, someone wasn't afraid to joke around me. And just like that, we became friends. We talked, we laughed, we texted till 2 a.m. about everything and nothing. I finally felt normal again. He was the best thing to come into my life since forever. We started hanging out both during and after school. For the last few months, knowing him had completely livened up my boring, lonely school life. We got along so well that I wanted to invite him over. The only thing I was worried about was my parents' reaction. But to my surprise, Jason was welcomed almost instantly. No searching his bag or interrogation or anything before he was let in. Could it be that my parents saw how happy I was and agreed to loosen the security too? With Jason, I felt free and happy. So much that my creative fire started burning brightly again. Funnily enough, my sketchbook began filling up with drawings of him.
If you're gonna draw me, at least get my good side.
Draw you? Someone's getting big-headed.
You didn't just call me that. Tickle attack!
I was falling hard and fast for him, and he was always pulling me out of really messy situations. He would catch me before I could trip, open the door for me, and his glare alone sent away any bullies. He was like an unpaid bodyguard with his fast reflexes and perfect timing. Being with him felt safe and at ease. By the time we were about to graduate, I couldn't hide my feelings anymore. Close your eyes. I have a surprise for you.
What is it?
Just close your eyes already. It was a portrait of Jason from that day on the balcony. You can look now. When Jason set his eyes on it, his expression was one of tenderness.
You drew this? For me? Jasmine, this must have taken forever.
It was worth it. I couldn't rest anyway. You're all I think about. The moment I said that, I saw panic in Jason's eyes. It stunk when he looked away. Jason, what I'm saying is, I like you. You get that, right?
Jasmine, thank you, but I wish you hadn't said that.
Why? Don't you feel the same way? I thought you liked me too.
I do. Anyway, we should head back. It's getting late.
I tried asking him again, but he kept quiet. My heart was hurting, and I just couldn't understand. Why couldn't we be together? After that, I couldn't bring myself to see him again. I needed some time alone, but I forgot the danger of being completely alone for the first time since ages. Who's there? The streets were empty, but I felt like I was being watched. I turned to run home and bumped straight into a huge, scary guy.
Finally! I thought that bodyguard of yours would never leave.
Bodyguard? Did he mean Jason? Who are you? What do you want?
You filthy rich people must be walking around with pockets full of money all the time, huh? I'm sick of seeing your ridiculous wealth parade. Give me your money and jewelry. Now! Ugh!
And then he attacked. But my months of self-defense training kicked in, and he was down in seconds flat.
Oh, you've got some fight, huh? Let's see how tough you are now.
I felt my heart drop as 2 more men emerged from the shadows. How was I to fight 3 men on my own? They lunged at me, and I instinctively squeezed my eyes shut, raising my hands up to shield my face, but nothing happened. I opened my eyes, and to my surprise, Jason was there, fighting the men off. He knocked them down like they were made of straw and called the cops. On any other day, I'd be swooning. But at that moment, a cold realization hit me.
Are you okay?
Where did you learn to fight like that?
I could ask you the same.
Self-defense class. You next. You just took down 3 grown men without breaking a sweat. Who are you? His silence said everything. You showed up immediately after Dad sent away the bodyguards. You're their replacement, aren't you? Is that why my parents welcomed you into our home instantly?
I can explain.
So, it's all an act. That's why you turned me down.
No, Jasmine, I have feelings for you too. Real feelings.
Liar! You only cared about me as your mission. As the police arrested the man and approached Jason for questions, I ran away, feeling heartbroken and betrayed. The moment I got home, I packed my things. My parents lied to me. Again. But I was done living like this, letting them impose on my life however they wanted.
Please, Jasmine, imagine what could have happened if he wasn't there.
You lied to me, Dad. You betrayed my trust. And that's what matters. We just wanted to protect you. This would have never even happened in the first place if you hadn't broadcast our entire life to the whole world. You put me on their radar. So I left for the one place I knew I'd find peace. Uncle Theo's. He lived off the grid, leading a quiet, calm life despite being extremely wealthy. Here, it's just us and nature. At first, I felt relieved. But as much as I didn't want to admit it, I missed my parents. And I missed Jason. Without him, it felt like the world lost its colors, and my brushes couldn't find the will to paint anymore. Yet, I still wasn't ready to forgive them, though my phone was ringing nonstop.
That's the third time today. Are you sure you don't want to hear them out?
I'm sure. I'm better off this way.
Your parents can be excessive and overdramatic, but I know you know they only meant the best for you. I think they've learned their lesson now. And sometimes, forgiveness isn't just about them. It's to set yourself free too.
Deep down, I knew Uncle Theo was right. So the next time my parents called, I answered the phone. But if I were to come back, changes needed to be made too. First, Dad had to reconcile with Uncle Theo. Second, no more of that flashy and loud lifestyle. No bodyguards or camera crews standing by 24/7. Things seemed to look up as my parents agreed, and even decided to move to a more quiet home. Then I saw him, and my heart ached again. Seriously? What's Mr. Secret Bodyguard doing here?
It's not what you think, dear. No secret business. For what it's worth, Jason turned down the check we offered for your protection. He's only here now because he just wants to talk to you. That's all. We'll give you two some space.
Seeing him again brought back feelings I'd been trying to keep down all this time. You turned down the money. Why?
Because it wasn't a job to me. Not anymore, Jasmine. I was with you because I cared about you. I fell for you, Jasmine, and I'm sorry I lied. But if there's even the smallest chance you still feel something, let me make it up to you. Please?
His voice rang with sincerity. Of course, I'd missed him too. You're forgiven, Jason. He leaned in, brushed a strand of hair behind my ears, and I was lost in his eyes again. Now, I believe you owe me a date?
Many dates. Anywhere and anything you'd like.
In the end, not everything needs an audience. Real luxury isn't what you flaunt. It's what you quietly hold close. Peace, privacy, love.